Hey there YouTube, this is Vargas XX78 from the Vargas Vault, sharing with you again another collection pickup video. Much like I've been doing recently, I'm going to pump out a couple of these pickup videos because I do have some stuff that I've added since the last time I recorded one of these. So first off, I'm gonna share some things I've gotten here and there. First of all, I got some really cool shirts. Went to Walmart, and they had this gray Batman shirt for $5. I thought it looked pretty cool. The fabric is kind of shiny-ish, and you know, if you know my channel, you know that I love Batman. And I didn't have a gray shirt with the Batman symbol. I already have a Batman T-shirt, which I use, and I'm gonna use for costumes. But it's the traditional black with the yellow emblem here. And I didn't have a gray with a black one here to mimic more the Ben Affleck Batman. So this is definitely going to go for a costume. Then for Valentine's Day, my gorgeous wife got me a Deadpool t-shirt. Made from the same fabric. And you won't be able to... I don't think the camera's going to pick this up, but... it has some engraving, and of course it has the Deadpool symbol, which I've always thought looks a lot like the Spawn symbol, but I have a Deadpool shirt, and it's official Marvel product. So yeah. Also, my mom got for me this Star Wars shirt. And this on the front, it has the Death Trooper cover. Death Troopers is a book, to the best of my knowledge. I don't have it, I haven't read it, but I know it's a book. And on the back, it has Kylo Ren and a New Order Stormtrooper with the Star Wars The Force Awakens logo in it. So, thanks to my wife, I'm sorry, for the Deadpool shirt, and my mom for the cool Star Wars shirt. So, yeah. Also, I went on vacation with my wife and my daughter, recently, and, we were just, out and about shopping, and I came across a couple of spots that sold, these really cool masks, and I thought they were really cool, and they were really cheap, $5 each, so I picked up, you know, if you follow my channel, you know I'm a big costume guy. I like things that I can use later on for costumes, and these... Even if I don't use them for costumes, I think they look really cool. And they would look really cool mounted on my wall here in the vault. So, first one I picked up is this Jokerized Batman mask. I'm the Joker. I thought it looked really cool. I know it's from something, but I'm not sure what it is. But it looks cool, like the Joker just ripped off Batman's mask and haphazardly put it on. But I thought it looked really cool. The detail, I thought, was awesome. And I like the way that the Joker has his grin in this mask. I think this is pretty awesome. And because I already have a Batman mask, so I thought that Joker mask was cool. And the other mask I bought, which I thought was pretty cool, is this Wolverine mask. So yeah, Wolverine. I already have a cloth Wolverine mask that my wife got for me, but I did not have this kind of Wolverine mask, and with Logan right around the corner on March the 3rd, I was hankering for a Wolverine mask, and now I have one, so pretty cool. Pretty cool in my opinion. You might disagree, but if you watch my channel, you're into cool stuff like I am. Also, not 100% sure if I already talked about this, and if I have, I apologize. But, I went to an Overwheels, and I found these Legos Dimension, sets. Basically, these are kind of like the Skylanders, and, the Amiibos, and Disney Infinity. Lego decided to release their own kind of thing. But I'm a huge Simpsons fan. I love The Simpsons. I've been watching them for years and years and years. And I saw these dirt cheap, each one for about $1.50. And I picked up Bart, and I picked up Homer. And I don't own Lego Dimensions on any console, but I thought these were pretty cool. They were super dirt cheap, and I picked it up because I thought they were awesome. Also, picked up some games after a long while. For the GameCube, I picked up The Incredibles. This is a movie video game adaptation done by THQ. THQ, for the most part, is hit or miss. Some of their games are okay, some of their games are not okay. But I like The Incredibles movie, and I'm super hyped that they're eventually going to release The Incredibles 2. So this is pretty cool. I haven't actually had a chance to sit down and play it, but I'm hoping it's awesome. And for the Wii, at a GameStop, I picked up Ghost Squad. This is a on-rail shooter, much like House of the Dead, where you follow this grid and you just have to point the Wiimote and shoot. I remember one of my brothers having this, and it was pretty fun, so I decided to pick it up. It was $1 at a GameStop, so I was like, for $1, we can't really go wrong. And for Valentine's Day, my beautiful wife got me The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. I love The Legend of Zelda. It's by far my favorite video game franchise. I didn't have this one, was actually missing this one, and my gorgeous wife got it for me, so thanks for that. And my brother, he's selling off some of his stuff, so I picked up from him Splinter Cell, the HD Trilogy Collection. This has Splinter Cell, Pandora Tomorrow, and Chaos Theory remastered and done in 3D for the PlayStation 3. I have already these 3 games on the GameCube, and oddly enough, the cinematics didn't get an upgrade. They still look kind of crappy. But the game itself, the textures got cleaned up, and the lighting got cleaned up. So you can tell a difference between this and the GameCube version. So I thought that was pretty cool. And also got from him Saints Row the Third, which is a well, let's face it, it's a Grand Theft Auto knockoff. But while Grand Theft Auto focuses a lot on being serious, and it has some over-the-top moments, but for the most part, it's very serious. This one just throws seriousness out the window and just goes balls to the walls crazy. So I've been wanting to get this game for a while, and my brother sold me his copy, and so now I have it. Also, for Valentine's Day, besides the Deadpool shirt and Triforce Heroes, my wife also got for me this thing. She got me for Christmas Pokemon Moon, which is the newest Pokemon game, and I love Pokemon. I get super addicted with anything that has to do with Pokemon. And my wife saw this, and actually this is the box, but this is the thing itself. It's a Sea Crystal wrist band. Has the Sea Crystal wrist thing, 2 extra crystals, and a Pikachu figure. And the way that this works is that in Pokemon X and Y, they had Mega Evolutions. You could Mega Evolve a Pokemon by giving it a stone, and then at certain moments during battle, you could Mega Evolve it, and the Pokemon would develop into a more powerful form. For Pokemon Sun and Moon, they had the Sea attacks. If you have a Sea Crystal, once per battle, you can activate a Sea Crystal, and then your Pokemon would get a boost of energy and, decimate the Pokemon that it fights with. This thing works with it. Basically what it does is that it has a little microphone here, and as you're playing your Pokemon game, when you activate the Sea effect, this thing lights up. Okay. And as you're doing your Sea attack, this thing lights up and rumbles. Yeah, so it's an interactive medium to work with your Pokemon Sun and Moon game. So it lights up, it has special effects, it rumbles. It's just something extra to get the most out of your Pokemon game. You don't really need this to play the game, but it does add an extra level of interaction with Pokemon Sun or Moon. And you can put more crystals here, and depending on the type of crystal that you have, you put it here, and the color, for example, this has a fire sea crystal. So if you have a fire Pokemon that does the attack, this thing lights up red. If you put in a leaf sea crystal, this thing turns green. If you have an aqua sea crystal, this thing turns blue, and you can see the little symbol here. So it's just an extra added level of interaction with your Pokemon game, and I'm super happy with that. It has two settings. It has the interactive with the Game Boy, and it has the cosplay setting, which basically just push a button and it just lights up and does stuff like that. But still, I thought it was pretty cool, so thank you again to my wife for getting me that. Real quickly, I'm going to talk about some CDs. I've gotten, thanks to MovieJohn75, he's been doing CD collection videos, and he's also getting into collecting vinyl. Unfortunately, I don't have anything that would play vinyl. The only thing I have is stuff that plays CDs. And for the most part, I don't have the biggest collection, but I am focusing on completing a specific collection and then moving on. Again, inspired by MovieJohn75. So I've been getting into picking up CDs, which I do have a couple, but I don't have as many as other people. This one, again, I'm not sure if I already talked about this, so if I did, I apologize. But I picked up The Simpsons Sing the Blues. I bought this from Movie Freak Bazaar, which is a Facebook seller that I usually buy some of my stuff with. And this is, because I have another one called Songs to the Tune of Springfield or something like that. And that's just music taking off from the cartoon. This one is original music written and produced with the Simpsons characters. And I remember that they were hyping this CD a lot back in the day. And, you know, it was a big thing when they were going to release Do the Bartman. I remember Do the Bartman a lot. And it has that, and then later on they hyped Trouble, which was just a music video with the Simpsons characters and Bart specifically rapping. So that's this thing. And again, I'm a huge Simpsons mark. I basically pick up anything that has to do with the Simpsons, so I had to pick this one up. Also from Movie Freak Bazaar, I picked up Back to the Future. This is the Back to the Future soundtrack that has The Power of Love, Back to the Future, Johnny Be Good, Earth Angel, basically all the songs from the Back to the Future, the first one. So Back to the Future is one of my favorite movies of all time. Thankfully, it's one of the movies that I have not heard that they're going to remake, because that would totally suck. So I'm super happy to have the soundtrack of one of my favorite movies. Also, I'm a big anime fan, and I picked up from Movie Freak Bazaar Macross Plus. This is the second soundtrack for Macross, which is what they use here in America for Robotech. So, super happy to get that. For my wife at a swap meet, I picked up Michael Bublé, To Be Loved. My wife loves, she enjoys Michael Bublé, so I picked that up for her. And I also picked up Call Me Irresponsible for her. Bought Ace of Base, The Sign. Ace of Base only has two songs that really get stuck in my head. The Sign, of course, and All That She Wants. So I basically picked this one up just for those two songs. Like I said, I'm trying to complete a specific discography, and that one, the one that I'm focusing on for the most part, is Metallica. I love Metallica, and I have most of their CDs digitally. A friend of mine passed me all of the discography years ago on digital, but I want to get that in physical. I want to get all of that physical. So I almost have most of them. I'm only missing most of the newer stuff. But a friend of mine from work saw this and got it for me because he knows that I'm trying to complete that. So I picked up Load from Metallica. So I'm only missing Saint Anger. I'm missing Death Magnetic, and the newer one, Hardwire for Self-Destruct. Also, these I picked up from Movie Freak Bazaar. I picked up Nightmare Revisited. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas soundtrack, which I've mentioned before is by far my favorite movie of all time. I love The Nightmare Before Christmas. And this is the soundtrack of The Nightmare Before Christmas, but done by different artists. So you have This Is Halloween, done by Marilyn Manson. And you have Kidnap the Santa Claus by Korn. And you have Sally's Song by Amy Lee. So those are my favorite songs on the movie. And they're very, very cool interpretations of that. The Marilyn Manson interpretation of This Is Halloween is cool. Same thing with Korn and Amy Lee from Evanescence singing Sally's Song. I think it goes along with my mood. Sometimes I think the original one is really cool. Then I hear Amy Lee's interpretation and I think that's better. So I flip-flop, unfortunately, on that. For my wife, she bought for herself Alejandro Sanz Unplugged. Alejandro Sanz is a big artist, and my wife loves him, much like she does Michael Bublé, and this is his Unplugged CD thing. I picked up Korn, Freak on a Leash. This is only a single. I thought it was an additional, because Freak on a Leash is a song that came in the Follow the Leader album, so I thought this was something else. It says limited edition CD extra, includes mixes and Todd McFarlane's video. And it says CD extra, strictly limited edition, number 12,783. So basically what this is a collector's disc that came out jointly with Follow the Leader. And it's just that Freak on a Leash with different interpretations, and it has a video showcasing the music video. So it's a nice little collectible extra thing that I bought, and I thought it was cool. And the last CD I picked up is Evanescence Fallen, which, if memory serves me right, and if I'm wrong, someone please correct me. But to the best of my knowledge, this is Evanescence's first CD, and I like Evanescence. I like the beat. I have very, very peculiar tastes. There are bands that I follow, like Metallica. I follow Metallica a lot, and then there are other artists. There are artists that I just like a song or two here, and I like all sort of songs. I don't discriminate. I don't have a specific gender, as long as it has a nice beat, and gets me like this, or wakes up the rhythm in me. I like it, and Evanescence is one of those bands that I like, mostly because of Amy Lee's singing. I think she has a very cool voice, and I like her work. So yeah, picked up Evanescence. Okay, so I think I'm gonna cut the video here because I don't want to record an hour-long video. I am consciously wanting to record videos that are short and don't drag on and on and on. So I'm gonna cut this here, and I'm gonna upload it, and then I'm gonna record another one because I have a couple of movies to share with you guys. So hang tight. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, leave a comment. Leave anything that you want to leave. I do try to answer them as fast as I can. So I'll see you again soon. And this is Vargas XX78 from the Vargas Vault. For now, signing off, and hope to see you again soon.